Awesome. We're out here at Carnival of Ink Tattoo Convention, Springfield, Missouri. Sitting next to me, Kelly Acker from Blasted Tattoo Care, which happens to be a sponsor for me.
Yes.
Which I truly gratefully appreciate.
I think you were one of our first.
No.
I think you were in the group of the first ones, yeah.
Group of the first ones?
You've been around a while.
It's 2019. No? We talked, no, it was 2021, I think is when we talked.
Yeah. So 2019 was his first show.
Right.
And then 2020 during COVID is actually when
you
we
guys
started all
developed
this.
everything.
Yeah. And yeah, so we didn't even know what a sponsor was.
Right.
So yeah, I think you were in the first group.
Okay.
Maybe.
I didn't think so. I figured that I came in like in that second round of
Well, anyway, you're
people.
special.
Anyways,
You're
we're there,
special.
and that's cool. Enjoy the product.
Yeah.
So, how did all of this come about?
So all of this came about. Brad had his Patriot Beard Supply Company.
Right.
So he sold beard ointment, beard oil, brushes, combs, whatever. And he had one little tin of Aftercare ointment. And that was it. And it was called something else. Oh my God, I totally just blanked. I can't remember. But we took it to the shows, and the artists would pick it up. And they started using it, and they liked it. And they started talking to Brad about, hey, can you make me a glide? I need a piercing spray. I need stencil gel. So he went down into his lab, I call it, and started creating all of these things. And it's mostly been developed through you guys giving us feedback.
Right.
We like this. We don't like this about it.
Right.
This needs to change. And he just keeps doing it over and over until, 99% of you say, this is it.
Right?
And then it rolls out.
We've got some locked-in product. I think that it works really well.
Absolutely.
I mean, I enjoy it. I wouldn't trust anything else.
Yeah, and he, we didn't know it was going to be this way.
Right.
This was not going to be let's quit our jobs and do this full time. But when we started doing it, like these shows, this is like a family reunion now at this point.
Right.
We love these people. These people are our friends, are our family. And it just keeps growing, which is awesome.
Right.
And you guys, your word of mouth helps us
We love it.
grow. Yeah.
So, how many shows do you guys do a year?
We try to do about 12. 12. Anything
Carnival?
over that. Oh, no.
We
do carnival shows. There is a tattoo festival. So it's like Toledo, Memphis. They go all over Nashville. They have one in St. Charles this year. Resurrection Island in West Virginia.
Okay.
Middle of the map in Des Moines.
Iowa?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good one. That's a big one. And we just, a lot of the people overlap. So there are people at each show, and we just make friends. We're just friendly people. We don't, we're not going to make you sign a contract.
That's why we
We're
love
not
you guys.
going to make
That's why we
you
love you.
spend so much money with us. We want you to love your product and use it. That's it.
Okay,
that's
so
it.
you know what? We talked earlier. Can I let the cat out of the bag?
Of course.
Oh, so you guys have some new needles coming out, correct?
Maybe. That's a Brad thing. I know nothing about the needles.
Okay.
I'm not even going to pretend to know.
Okay.
I sold
so
I sold
we can
the
put
wrong
the cat
box.
back in the bag
yes,
right there.
Do that. Take that away because I don't know who knows
We'll
about
totally
that.
edit that whole thing. I didn't want to be like, oh shit, here we go.
Delete. Yeah, I know nothing about that.
Oops.
And that being said, he is the brains behind all of this. He is the chemist. He's got a Walter White mask that he wears when he makes certain things.
All of his things.
Yeah.
He's a mad scientist.
Yeah,
Does he get a
he's
white
the
robe
brain.
and stuff?
He does.
Does he really?
I think he got an orange one and a white one, and I explained that the orange, he looks like he just escaped from prison, and maybe we need a different color, but it's good. Yeah. And I don't know what's next. You never know what's next.
Do you ever see smoke coming up from the basement?
No.
Not yet. Anyways.
No, but he did get some delivery, and it had all of the skull and crossbones on it, and I said I am not having that in my house. So he sent it right back. Yeah, so, when we get our warehouse, which is our next step, there might be more products. You never know.
Awesome.
I mean, if you guys come to us and say, I'd like you to try this, he'll try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. It's busy. You asked about the travel.
It is. You guys do quite a few shows. That's
In
a
the
lot.
beginning, for me, it wasn't so bad. But then when it became the regular, my anxiety kicks in. I'm like, okay, I've got a
'Cause
plan
you're
for
always
3 weeks
gone.
ahead. We've got kids, we've got dogs.
Right.
You know, we have to
How
have
do you
somebody.
manage all of that? I mean, because you're only home for how long?
We're super lucky. My son just turned 18, so he's all about independence, and I'll watch the dogs, and you know, you throw him $100, he's set for the weekend.
Right.
I kind of got used to it. When we have like downtime, then I'm bored, and then I miss my friends, and I miss all of this. So
Right.
when we get back into it, like now, March and April,
I get
it's
that.
busy.
I mean,
yeah.
it's like when convention season ends, and you know when it ends.
Yeah, it's like
and then
you
you go
stop.
through the holidays, get into January, and that itch. You're
Yes.
just like, man, I can't wait to see everybody.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
my son was in soccer the last 3 years, so I would miss soccer games and I would
Right.
miss playoffs, and that
miss
really
things.
stressed me
All
out.
right, ladies and
Then he quit
gentlemen,
soccer
it is
for his
time
senior
our
year.
first item in the Carnival Scavenger
So that
Hunt.
year was great.
Somebody bring me a ruler.
Somebody bring me a ruler. That's the edit right there. Somebody bring me a ruler.
Yeah.
Well, cool. You know what? We
Winner,
appreciate.
winner,
We're gonna get Brad over here.
Yes, please.
And we're gonna have Brad talk about all of this.
Okay, well, Brad talks a lot. So there
That's
needs
okay.
to be a sign like, well, when we're with, like when we're out, and let's just say, for example, over at the booth, he will talk to somebody for an hour and a half, and I have this little, like, I'll nudge him, and he knows that
It's
means
like-
let's wrap it up.
And we're done here.
Yeah.
It's like, peace out, Brad. Gotta
Right.
go.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I would love to say that I'm the big part of this, but he is the brains, he is the chemist, he does the business side of it. I'm just here for moral support and to make sure he packs all the shit.
Right?
Yeah,
Hear that, Brad? She's got your back.
that's right.
So
That's it.
awesome. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate you sitting.
Well, thank you.
And then
My very
you know,
first podcast ever.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We need to have
Yeah.
you actually come to the studio.
We would love it.
And you guys
We would
just
love it.
really come down and spend the day with us.
Yep,
and
we
we'd
could
love
do
to have
that.
you.
We love it.
And
He's
I
talked
mean,
about it, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
on his radar
absolutely. We
for
would love
sure.
that.
Yes.
It'd be so cool. We've expanded. We're getting bigger. So
Good.
yeah,
Yay.
that's a good thing.
Yay.
Good thing.
That's what it's all about.
All right, we're done.
Cool.